You know who's on top of his game. And that is Captain Clutch Jalen Brunson, our player of the week. Undisputed 37.5 points, 6 assists, 3.5 rebounds, 63% shooting from the field, Alex. 57% shooting from three was Captain Clutch Jalen Brunson. Once again, the Knicks Fan TV player of the week. Cap was absolutely sensational in the Knicks win against the Raptors in the quarterfinals, dropping 35 points in T-Dot, 20 points in the first half, and then he comes back for some more against the Orlando Magic, as if they could not get enough for a 40-piece, which I called. I did call the 40-piece, Alex.
You did call 40-piece.
I did call the 40-piece. Your thoughts on Captain Clutch this week, who's absolutely remarkable, man?
CP, he's just having a phenomenal season right now. I mean, the dude is closing in on averaging 29 points per game. Keep in mind, the last time he was this close to averaging 29 points per game, it was 28.7. That was his second season on the Knicks. And the main reason that he even averaged that many points was because Julius Randle got hurt. Damn near everybody was getting hurt that season. And you had to. And that was also the same year they traded for OG Anunoby. So you didn't have RJ for half that season or Quick. And once Randall went down, there was only one guy that was able to score the ball effectively, and that was Jalen Brunson. And I'm saying that because he had to have the rock the most, especially with Tom Thibodeau, who likes, his best players to really control the rock. Now in a Mike Brown system where he wants, it's got to be equitable. Not equal, equitable, where everyone touches the rock. Depending on your skill set, you may even be the initiator. Someone's working off ball. The fact that that is the type of offense that Jalen Brunson is playing in right now, and mind you, OG missed some time. Yeah, Shaman's missed some time. You still have guys who could score the rock on any given night. And the fact that he's damn near averaging 29 points on the season right now, tells you the next level he's taken, man. To me, I'm not saying he's Steph Curry, but this is the type of Steph Curry type next level where you're working off ball, you're getting easier shots, and because the game is getting easier for you, you can then propel yourself and the team by playing at even higher levels. So we're seeing that from Jalen Brunson, not only this week, but on the season at large.
He's been absolutely remarkable, and the arsenal is just, it's relentless. And Shirley G put the article out there stating that he's the best pound-for-pound scorer in the game right now.
Thank God you used that term and not the other term that Josh.
Well, we're gonna get to that. But look, if you think about his size and his arsenal, his ability to get his shots, once he gets you on your hip, it's over with. From the floater to, just the little runners in the lane, and then you just getting to it. Even if he don't get you on his hip, he gets it, couple hezzies in between the legs, he gets to a spot in the mid-range, rise and fire right over you. He's 6'2", bro. He's 6'2". If he's got to use power game and straight bully you to the paint, to the hoop, meet me at the basket, he's scoring a layup. Post-ups, turn around, fade away, over the right corner, cash. I mean, what more do you want? I told you about the 40-piece. I warned y'all the night before. I said the 40-piece was coming, and he gave it to you point blank. Beautiful. Against the number 3 defense in the NBA, Al. They had not had a single answer for Captain Clutch the entire season. He played him in 4 games, and he absolutely destroyed him. Absolutely beautiful, man. And, the quarterfinal game against the Raptors, like this game against the Magic, Mike Brown talked about it, just understanding the moment and putting his foot forward like, yo, listen, I got this. And even when he sets the tone, as you said, you got 5 Knicks in double figures. They are cooking while the captain is cooking. This isn't a one-man show.
No.
He sets the tone, and the troops follow suit, and everybody is eating right now. It's beautiful basketball, bro.
Beautiful basketball. But CP, you predicted the 40-point game. You know what Jalen Brunson did against the San Antonio Spurs, right?
Yes.
You know what he did to Wemby and those guys, right?
Yes,
Not too long ago.
Yes, I do.
Dropped 60 on them.
Drop 60 on them. Drop 60 on them.
So you're telling me on a better team, better offense, put up 40 against the number 3 defense in the NBA right now, you got the San Antonio Spurs, who Jalen Brunson put up 60 against. That's the next opponent?
Let's go.
I don't know, man.
Let's go.
See, look, he's averaging 37 points through these two games. So I'm just saying. He's on a heater right now.
40-8, 30-9, 33-11, 31-6. That was Jalen Brunson against Jalen Suggs in the Orlando Magic this year. I mean, what are we talking about? When we're talking about superstars, when we're talking about all-stars, all-NBA, you're talking about guys who can get it done against the best. You have no answers. All you can do is hope for a miss. That's really it. It's just like the glove said. You know, like Gary Payton said when we were on with Ian and the putback. And shout out to the glove, man. That was a legendary moment, man. That was a legendary moment. But it's as he said, all you can do is try to make him uncomfortable. All you can do is try to make him uncomfortable. And in the comment section, when we posted it all over the place, you had these people that, you know, the no-ball people that like, oh, Gary Payton didn't say anything. But all Jalen Brunson's contemporaries say the same thing. That's all you can do, bro, is try to make him uncomfortable. And that's what teams do when they put opposing wings on him. What do you think they're trying to do? You're trying to make him uncomfortable. You're trying to have those guys use their size, their wingspan, their length to try to make him uncomfortable and disrupt his rhythm and force tough shots, because that is literally all you can do. His handle, his footwork is elite. Is elite. You can't speed him up. He goes at his own pace. He changes speeds, his tempo. He calls the shots. Superstar, bro.
That's what superstars do, man. You can't stop them. You try to contain them, and you're lucky if you can contain them. I mean, look, we can even go back to what the Hawks try to do with Ricochet and all the other wings. Dyson Daniels last year, right? And yeah, for moments, he showed up, right? Those guys showed up. But then Brunson figured it out. Brunson figured it out and got his. And that's the true mark of a superstar. Yeah, you may even get them for moments here and there, right? Like you see like in the game, like, oh, wow, they got a steal on Brunson or so. It's like one moment. But is that enough to change what he does? Does that throw him off his game? Does that change his mental? Never. Because he goes back out there and he does what he needs to do, man. And he keeps his composure. He's never too high, never too low. And he gets what he wants. The dude legitimately gets what he wants, CP. It's the same type of stuff where we talked about Melo, right? Melo would just get what you would hope that Melo would have an off night. That's what you had to do. You're hoping that Brunson has another off night like he did against Boston. That if you're the defender at this point, that's all you hope for, because there's no way in hell are you going to be able to stop him, man. And that's why when you hear people talk about, oh, well, who's better than him? And it's like, stop with the nonsense. Just stop with the nonsense. Stop with the clickbait fodder, okay? It's really just to get Knicks fans riled up, but it's stupid at this point. Because if you're not watching what he's doing on a night-to-night basis, then you're not being an honest analyst covering the game. Okay? You can't tell me that Maxi's better than him when Maxi hasn't even beaten him in the playoffs and was even in the playoffs, man. Was he in the playoffs last year? No.
Yeah.
You know who carried a team of married men by himself through Philadelphia to get to the second round? Jalen Brunson. Like, just stop with the nonsense. How are you going to talk about Cade is better than Brunson right now when he got packed up and went home last season? What are we talking about here? What are we actually talking about when we're ranking how good a player is, and we're bringing up guys who the dude has legitimately competed against on the highest stage under the brightest lights and sent them home packing?
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't make sense to me, man. It doesn't make sense how you rank that amongst anybody. And it's not like, oh, well, you know, he just stirs a drink and he's not really doing anything. No, he's out there cooking guys, man. He is the leading force for why this team is in the position that they are. Could this team, you know, tread water while he's out? Yes, this team has enough firepower to do that. We saw that last year too. But when you have him fully healthy, you know that you got a shot to win, man.
Yeah.
Every single night.
Every single night. Every single night. That's all we ask for. I thought his post-game comments with the Amazon team, and shout out to the Amazon team. They've been getting a lot of credit, and rightfully so. They've been really good this year. I like the crew. I think Taylor Rooks, I think she runs the point very well. You got Dirk, and then you got Dirk the champion. Udonis Haslem, so you got 2 champions in there, and then you got Blake Griffin in there. I like the group. This is a very good group, but I thought Brunson had a couple of good sound bites here. I'm going to play a couple from his post-game interview with these guys, and let's react to it. The first question went to Blake Griffin, talking about Cap playing a little bit more off ball in Mike Brown's system, and here was Jalen Brunson's reaction. Here we go.
I would argue that 1 second in a 24-second shot clock is a lot of time.
Yeah. I mean, we knew things were going to be different.
Let me go back a little bit. Hang on.
Shot clock. Argue that everybody down the line you're making, is that something that?
All right, here we go.
Shorter time. About your touches this year and how, you're still touching the ball the same amount, but a second shorter time every time you touch the ball. Is that a conscious effort that you're making? Is that something that you guys have talked about? Because I think overall it's going to help everybody down the line. And at 1 second might not seem like a lot, but I would argue that 1 second in a 24-second shot clock is a lot of time.
Yeah. I mean, we knew things were going to be different walking into this year. And it's all about embracing and buying in. And so, I mean, things we can go back and be comfortable and then do what we've been doing the past couple of years. But Mike Brown wanted to come in and bring in his system offensively, defensively, and we had to buy in. Yeah. And so, if it doesn't start with me, then we're not going to go anywhere. So, I mean, as a leader, I pride myself in being able to be criticized and doing all that stuff. But yeah, it doesn't seem like it, but it's a subconscious effort.
It adds up for sure.
All right, Al. So that was Cap saying, "Hey, man, starts with me. Had to buy in," and that's why I think part of what this team being where they are right now, while still trying to get it together on both ends, why it looks so good is because brand new system, brand new philosophy, new coach. You needed buy-in, and it does start from the top. And they got the buy-in from the captain. The captain's bought in. He's playing even better. And playing at all-star level, even better. This might be his best year yet. And still accepting a little bit less. Like Blake said, it's not a lot, but it's still a little difference in terms of his time on the ball and his efficiency.
And like I said, CB, because of that, just even the less time on the ball, it's paying dividends right now. I just gave you the 2 seasons, right? Like, think about the second year he was here, where Randall got injured against Miami, right? Got a separated shoulder. Like, he had to do all the work to score, and it was just 10 times harder. Like, we were watching this man legit. Like, if he wasn't out there, then this, and we saw how the team struggled when he missed a game. It was tough that year. But when he was out there, he was still getting his. But it was because it was because that was the means that the Knicks had to do at that point, right? He doesn't have to do it at this point. He's averaging 0.1 more, man. We're not even done with the season.
Yeah.
So like, he's accepting a little bit less of a role, but is giving him more return on being an efficient player. So, how do you not like that? How do you not appreciate that? And CP going with those 2 same seasons, right? In 23-24, once again, his effective field goal percentage was 54%. It's 55% right now. So he's even more efficient right now. We're about a quarter way through the season, and he's got, I know it's a slight more than how he was the points he's averaging, but a slight more and still being more efficient. We're only a quarter way through the season. That's a hell of an upgrade, man, for a player of his caliber.
Yeah, big time. Here is more from Cap. I'm just talking about his overall, just getting into his bag, man. This was a good clip. This was after the Knicks win over the Magic on the NBA Cup, courtesy of Amazon Prime. Here's Jalen Brunson.
Jalen, you're shooting a lot more threes than you have in the past here. Is that something you've seen, something you worked on with Coach Pete, Whistler Pete?
I mean, I think the way we've been playing, and I've been able to get a couple more catch and shoots. And I have a lot of confidence in my shot, and so I work way too hard not to be confident, and yeah, sometimes it's gonna go in, and then when it's going in, I'm gonna just keep firing them.
Jalen, I was saying before you stepped on here, like your touch is phenomenal. Around the rim, floaters, leaners, every which way. Do you feel like that's something you've developed? I know you had to have a knack for that, a younger player. It feels like it just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, it's something I had to learn. Obviously, I'm not the tallest, and I'm not jumping over people like you and Dirk.
Him and Dirk?
Yeah, him and Dirk. But I mean, my game's unique. I play off balance. I play a little bit with
on balance, off balance.
Yeah, like I'm on balance, but most people wouldn't be, and so that's the stuff I work on, and just be deceiving. And I've done it for a long time, and it keeps getting better and better, like you said.
I want to stick there real quick before you go, UD. Can you talk to us a bit more about how you use pace? I think when fans watch, they understand the ways that you use it to your advantage, but just dive deeper into how you do it.
Yeah, I mean, I try to play at my own speed. I try and play under my own pace, under my own control, and I'm not letting someone else speed me up. I learned a lot, obviously, growing up and all this stuff, but it's a feel thing, and knowing how I could be on the court and take advantage of certain things and how I play. I knew that was going to be an advantage for me.
Jalen,
yeah, there goes Cat, man. And as you said, it's a feel thing, and you'd see it, man. His instincts in terms of how to get his shot, I think it all factors into the footwork that you're seeing. He talked about going up against older players as a younger kid. So you had to find crafty ways to get your shot because you're a much smaller player just based on your height. And now you're playing up against the older players who are way taller. So you got to figure out a way to get yours in order to survive out there. And that training from Cap coming up over the years, you see it now. It's just like Steph with the muscle memory with the shooting. Cap, his ability to get his shot. This is why you see so many different counters and, different ways to get into the paint and manipulate the defense and then have a counter for a counter. It's beautiful, man. He's a maestro out there.
Absolutely. It's just all of that. He makes it look so easy, which only tells you that he worked really, really hard to get to that point, man. Like, to make it look that easy, you got to think about the time that he puts in after hours that we don't see. It's not like you got, like, just because you post on social media doesn't mean that tells you the full story, right? But this guy's putting in the work off season, during the season, after games, before games, off days. Like, he's doing everything possible to keep himself fresh so that way he could be there and execute in the manner that he does on a night-to-night basis, man. And that's why he's a superstar.
Yeah.
There's no other way to say it, man. This is why he's a superstar.
The catch and shoot numbers that they were talking about when Dirk was asking about taking more threes. This year it's up. Last year he had about 1.9 3-point attempts from catch and shoot and shot about 40% from it. So it was still efficient, but it's a little bit less. This year though, Al, 3 catch and shoot attempts a game this year at 46%. 46% on catch and shoot threes this year for Captain Clutch Jalen Brunson. So as we said, a little bit less time on ball, but either way, whether it's the ball in his hands or he's getting it on the catch, he's eating. Captain Clutch is eating and shoot the ball very efficiently, man. So great week from him.